Okay, so currently at the second game of the quadruple header, and I say had just ended. But let's talk about any of the first two games we saw. So the first game we saw was the Bucks and versus the Heat. Now it was a great and entertaining game. Jimmy Butler hit a clutch shot to make the game to go to OT, but I said with Chris Middleton just made a clutch shot after that. I mean, well, well, not after that, but like later on, at like the very last seconds of the OT. So a shout out to Chris Middleton, for making that clutch shot. Um, a shout out for Jimmy Butler for even making the game going to overtime. Duncan Robinson and he was just going off in that game. He was booming, shooting threes. Jimmy Butler, he was like overall struggling, but his teammates helped out. So the Bucks win, and the Bucks take a 1-0 lead. So and now we're gonna talk about the Mavs versus the Clippers now. For the Clippers, it is a do or die a situation, meaning that they had to advance in the playoffs and don't get bounced off in the first round. And so in this game, Paul George, he was like struggling and everybody on Twitter got on his head. You feel me? The PandemicP stuff. So, a lot of us in the basketball community agree that with Paul George, it's just mental. It's just a mental thing with him. Overall, so we know that he's a great player. It's just that he hasn't translated that all-star caliber level of play in the playoffs. So hopefully he can just as get off social media and also relax. It's just only one game. Let them haters talk. It is what it is. Said and come back stronger. For like the very last seconds of the game, PG and like Kawhi, they couldn't hit any like clutch shots, and also, the Clippers, they were like struggling to make free throws. And to be honest, it was like both teams who couldn't make free throws all of a sudden. It was just that game where teams were like just struggling at the for free throw line. But Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, they both had chances, to cut the deficit down in the very last seconds of the game. But the Mavs, resiliency, improve to overpower that. And Luka, said that he had a very a spectacular game. He was hitting shots, hitting them step back threes. So it was a nice game to watch. And later on today, we're going to see the Celtics versus the Nets. I'm choosing the Nets, to win this series because they have too much firepower to overpower, Jason Tatum and the Celtics over there. And I don't think that a Kemba Walker is gonna be enough to help out Jason Tatum to overcome the huge task of Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving. Man, them three boys, they just, they gonna do what they do. And that's it for this video, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe on this channel. I appreciate the support, man. I really do. And that and I'm also doing another video on the last two games what we're about to see tonight, which is the Celtics and Nets, and also the Trailblazers versus the Nuggets. So I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Stay safe. Peace.